Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven. I've switched things around a bit. We're bringing Fairfox back out and Crosswalker and Cater. I'm not sure precisely where we're going to go this time. Maybe to the Shrine of the Depths. Because there's a lot of ooze related things. And I think that this team is pretty solid. We're just not going to have as much healing as we would necessarily in other ways. We could potentially go and try and take out the Winged Horror. But regardless of which way we go, we need a city encounter first, so let's start with that. The day proves uneventful until you head back to your room in the evening to find a small package waiting at your doorstep. Resting on it is another note from the Tinkerer. He thanks you profusely for sending along the mechanical spider, saying it was a great help to his work. He doesn't need it anymore, however, and decided to send it back. He explains that he made a few improvements to it as well while it was in his possession, and that you should find it helpful quite significantly in your adventures. We will keep it. So a giant remote spider item. That's going to go on Crosswalker, I think. That's the most sensible choice. During your turn, perform a loot 1 action. That is not what I expected it would be. I mean, it's certainly useful, but I thought it was going to be a summon. So, I mean, we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. And let's head to the Shrine of the Depths. Yeah. We need to loot the ornate chest with the loot action so we can actually use that thing for it. Okay, yeah, this seems like a good plan.
So there's a disembodied voice somewhere deep in the Kopernik Mountains, and it wants you to collect vessels that will help it escape its confinement. A bookish quattrel at the university adjusts his glasses to look up at you. And you want to know exactly what this voice is?
Yep.
He laughs nervously. Okay, well, I'll do what I can. I'll start with rituals that could separate a voice from its host. The quattrel sort of drifts off in the middle of his sentence and wanders over to some bookshelves where he leafs through various texts. You decide to head to the market for a few hours. When you return, the quattrel rushes up with excitement. I've found it! He waves a book in your face. I hit a number of dead ends until I realized the voice wasn't separated. It was just the only thing that can get through the barrier created to imprison it, which implies that the barrier itself was extraplanar, most likely created by the Aesthers ages ago.
Okay.
So I did some digging through all the texts we have on Aesther rituals, which isn't much. They're very reticent about such things, but luckily I found this book. It is a specific recounting of the binding of a demon in the Kopernik region you referred to. Apparently the creature was so strong, the Aesthers enlisted the help of the Savas and the Harrowers too.
Wow.
They claim it was powerful enough to lay waste to the entire continent.
That doesn't sound good.
If it's asking you to help free it, I'd strongly recommend against it. The accuracy of the text is admittedly a little questionable, but whatever this voice is, it was bound for a reason.
Normally these things are.
The quattrel finally stops waving the book around and begins to flip through the pages. In fact, if you can hear the voice from outside the cave, and it has such a strong influence over you, it sounds as if the barrier is weakening, as the author warns. Apparently there is a scepter that could be used to strengthen the binding ritual, but the author says it has been placed on an island along the south shore for safekeeping. There's a simple incantation detailed in the text to open the door to the shrine.
I guess that's our plan then.
The quattrel farewell, and leave for the shrine immediately.
So not too far down the main road outside of Gloomhaven, you run across a merchant wagon headed into town. I was afraid for a second you might be bandits, the merchant says, but now I see you're mercenaries from the town, correct? Most excellent. I've heard good things about the mercenaries of Gloomhaven. Hard to believe coming from such a backwater place, but they're true, correct? We're going to rob him and get 20 gold each. Oh, I just mean, I'd never. The merchant trails off incredulously. To think there are places in this world where such barbarism still exists, it boggles the mind. I'm going to tell everyone back in the capital what a horrible backward blood bubbles up into his mouth as you slit his throat, making it very difficult for him to continue complaining. 20 gold each. Well worth. And we didn't even lose any reputation.
2 days later, you stand before the ruined structure, which now sits half sunk in the waterlogged earth. You speak a few foreign words, and the door creaks open. You get the strong sense that the door is not the only thing between you and this scepter.
Yeah, it never is. Okay, have 5 or more total cards in your hand left. We'll go for that. Ooh, I don't know if we can manage Executioner with Crosswalker. These are all big things. Let's go for 13 experience. I don't think that's likely either, but you never know. And we'll go for Hunter on Cater, because that could happen. Wow, starting off big. 3 elite slimes. So we're probably going to have to Ancient Ward them. That's fine. Let's move you there, you there. So we'll start with Ancient Ward and Venomous Ally. We can get the poison out and some of the skeleton and all kinds of other things. Over here, we're not going to be able to use Spirit of the Night to kill them. So really we're looking for as much damage as possible. Black Arrow is a good choice. And we could move up with Doomed Breeze and get a curse on as well. Or... no, that is the best option. Yeah. Okay. So that's that plan. I think we're going to get out our standard Thorny Friend. So if we're going for Wild Animation, what else do we want to do? Inexorable Momentum. The Pierce would be handy. It's a solid no because it's in the top. Right, we're looking for bottom actions. Which means it's going to have to be Divided Mind. That's fine. It's still an attack. And actually, thinking about it, the negative energy could be really, really handy with this combination of people. Okay, Bear, start there. The oozes are going to suffer damage, so there's no need for us to disarm them, but we're going to do it anyway. But the more spaces around them we block, the better it will be. So let's start off with you. Not a good hit. Come up here. Curse on this side. There's no point in us generating dark, so I will get back Black Arrow and Doomed Breeze though. So the bear's doing a good job. And get the skeleton out. Actually, we could move up and summon the skeleton on that space, and that would stop another slime potentially. So, yeah, I like that. Step on in. Get the skeleton there. Ancient Ward on you and you for what it's worth. Damn, that is unlucky. That's alright. We'll get Ancient Ward back. And if we step forwards... and summon our friend here, they can't get anything out. They're just going to suffer damage. Does mean we're all super close, but you have to respond based on the threat of the enemy. So Ancient Ward will get some on 2 of them. Then Jaws of Death is a decent combo. Let's go for that. We want maximum damage output going quite quickly with cursing. So Black Arrow and... I mean, I would say Doomed Breeze again, actually. Keep those curses coming. There's a maximum of 10 curses in the monster decks, so no reason to not try and do that. Inexorable Momentum, that's good, and Negative Energy. Get more curses out. Oozes are going to do some ranged attacky-ish bits. So let's go Black Arrow over here. Move to exactly where you are, curse this guy. Good. Right. So, if they're going to move and attack at range, we want the disarm on you and you, really. And we'll try and get the bear to push up the middle. It's not bad. Skip the movement. Give it another hit. Alright. It will die on its turn. We'll go curse. But it's going to be cursing all enemies adjacent to this summoned ally, which is these 2. And then I think we'll focus on you. This is going pretty darn well. Okay, well, with just these 2 left, let's go for Maul, and we could heal up to get the bless in. I don't know if that's really necessary. Maul and Blood Hunger. Let's maximize the attacks. Speaking of maximizing the attacks, Unseen Dread, good solid hit, and Quiet Frenzy. We can start with the Quiet Frenzy attack and then move on in. And over here, what are we going to do? Grasping the Void is good. Gets another curse out. Maybe Biting Wind and Grasping the Void. These are going to take more damage. Okay, maybe we should just move in closer for a lot of our stuff. Amazing. Maybe we open the next door. You needed to kill an elite, so that's your elite done. Yeah, let's see what's in the next room. Okay, we've got a lot in here. We've got lurkers that are just attacking things next to them, so we can ignore them for the moment. There's no more oozes. And these guys have got range 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they can't hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they can't quite hit where they are. So we just have to hope that our team doesn't move into the next room until we're ready. They are going to be difficult to deal with. We just need to loot the ornate chest, so we could actually use our raw to swap places with like this guy and then run him round the back and get it so that it's done. But okay, I mean that would make it really quick and potentially quite easy, especially if we get Cater to do it and Cater just jumps across and then does a loot. Does Cater have any loot actions? No, okay, so it would end up being Crosswalker doing it with the spider, which is fine. So Crosswalker, in terms of being able to move relatively quickly, inexorable momentum would do it. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, and then we just tank the damage. We do the loot action. Cool. So the rest of this is all just about getting gold. We have a plan. Do the attack. And step in and get gold. That's going to be range 3. From there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we need to be standing on that space, which is a bit of a shame. Still, we'll step in and get a little bit of gold. And this is not in range. Okay, Dark is still around, so we can use Spirit of the Night to just kill you instantly. So let's get something to move in a little bit closer. Hell, it just needs to be moving too. Dancing Shadows, Spirit of the Night, you're going to die. Hell, if we finished with that, you would succeed. 13 or more experience is going to be hard to pull off, but not impossible. So you're dead really quickly. You move 2 in and start attacking that way. We could also try moving the enemies a bit closer. Okay, we'll keep it relatively simple. The bear's gonna start moving in. We could spirit swap actually. No, that's not going to be helpful. The bear's not quite going to make it. Spirit swap would move it further in. That's smart, and unfortunately that's all you'd be able to do. At which point it's better for them to come to us. Okay, let's go slowly instead. Let's go Borrowed Essence and Energizing Strike. And we'll see what happens. Okay, the lurkers are moving in faster than us for most part, which is good. Step in. Get a kill. Job done. We could generate dark again. No, it's not worth it. Thorn Shooter going in, doing its poisoning. That's good. Oh, you're not actually close enough to do that. In that case, let's step on through and we'll summon 2 wolves to add to the fight. They have Pierce, and that's going to be handy. That wolf is not going to survive unless we get healing out. Oh, we do have Borrowed Essence that we can use. Oh, no, the wolf's just not going to survive. Damn. Okay, maybe we do want to jump straight to the back. Oh, times 0. It's not fun. Okay, it's a solid move. There's no need for this Borrowed Essence now, unfortunately. We can't pick up that gold. We could step through to here. Just to add a little bit more buffer. Alright, let's see. What are we going to do over here? That's attack 4. We could... None of these really have the movement that I want. I want to be moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe we should short rest and use Unseen Dread to jump on in and get a big hit and suffer some retaliation. It might be the smart move. Let's do that. Nope. Sure, we'll lose Dancing Shadows. So, Unseen Dread takes us in. And Armor of the Night will do a big hit. It's not going to be enough to kill it, but it'll be a big hit. I don't think we want to jump right to the back just yet. So, let's say... Patch Fur for the Bless. Spirit Swap could be useful to swap these guys out after they've done their thing, but that just means that Kate is going to tank a nasty, nasty attack. Let's go Disorienting, Roar, and Spirit Swap. And over here, it's going to have to be a short rest. I'm sure we'll lose that. I want to keep inexorable momentum for the moment. So let's say... Grasping the Void and... Negative Energy. Ooh, they are moving quite quickly. We're going to suffer retaliate, but that's fine. Oh, nearly killed him in one. It's not worth us using the super healing potion yet, but the mana potion to get dark out, that's worth it, because next turn we can kill this guy. Good hit, bear. Right, swap the positions of any two enemies. That's going to be you and you. And then we can just finish this off with a stab. It's painful, but we can take it. The bear can take it, that's fine. Good move, Wolf. Okay, let's... Oh, we just generated... Oh, actually, yeah, we can get another dart. Right, so if we consume this one on you... Get a wound. I'm going to use the Robes of Summoning on the wolf. And then... Yeah, it's only going to do one curse out, but it's better than nothing. And generates another dark for us to use next turn. Deep Terror can't do anything. Okay, so Doomed Breeze, Spirit of the Night, that kills you. You're stunned, you're gonna die from random stuff. You know what? Let's go for the inexorable momentum. We can get it back. It's no problem. It just needs a rest. And speaking of a rest, let's have a short rest down here. Yeah, we can lose them all. Ancient Ward isn't going to be much use because he's stunned anyway. Instead, we'll go for a hit and patch fur. Go for Jaws of Death just to kill him, actually. It is a normal enemy. Well, it might already be dead. Or nearly dead by that point. Let's go for Borrowed Essence. We'll do an attack and heal up ourselves a little. So the Deep Terror is doing a long range attack, 3 pierce. The Lurkers are potentially doing some stabby stuff. So we're going to step to here. Get the curse on you. And then get you killed. Now's probably a good time to use the healing. Bear's just healed itself up. Amazing. Well, you may as well get the bless. We'll get a disadvantage on this, but heal herself up. I love the wolves. The wolves are great. If only they had shield, though. Yeah, inexorable momentum, get him killed. And then we'll step in and grab the gold. So the angle for these is that direction and that direction. So we should be safe if we step onto this. $8 gold. Yeah, it stings a bit. It stings a lot. Alright, so we can go invisible. Which will last until next turn. And we can use Quiet Frenzy to get a decent attack while we are invisible. Or we use Dark Cloud because it's slow, and then next turn we use Quiet Frenzy to go quickly. I like that better. Over here, we'll try and get some healing across to help out. And we could start moving in or swap these guys over with Spirit Swap. Which would be funny and frustrating for him, I'm sure. So Spirit Swap swaps them over. The bear is not going to be close enough. Only going to move up to there. So maybe something to allow us to move in ourselves. Let's go Venomous Ally. Okay, invisible first. Attack and curse on the poisoned one. Ooh, no. On this one and apply poison. Swap you two over. I don't know if we really want the adder out. No, let's leave it. What are you going to do? You're going to attack 4 poison and then attack 3 range 5. So you're going to hit our wolf. And you're also potentially going to hit the wolf. No, I think we're actually fine with what we've got. Let's step across to here. And yeah, unfortunately this just gets wasted. Oh, you made it in. Well done. Wow, yeah. The wolf just gets absolutely mullered. Right, Quiet Frenzy, Smoke Step. It'll be a pretty big hit on this. We'll suffer some retaliation, but it's fine. This needs to be a short rest. Nope. Fine, we'll lose Grasping the Void. So we can now actually get our 4 cards back. If we do Biting Wind lets us get a ranged attack off and Unending Dominance. Now is the time to do Ancient Ward. And Blood Hunger to attack and heal. Cool, we're going faster than the lurkers. So big hit, we're going to suffer some retaliation. No, we're not. Well, in that case, get the gold. Look at the bear healing itself up. It's so cute. Disarm both of you. Nice big hits. And we'll get the bear to carry that on. What are these guys going to do? Attack 2, range 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's still just out of range. Amazing. Okay, well. Let's recover our cards. And seeing as this is actually just attack 2, let's just do a regular attack 2. Okay, that's respectable. Energizing Strike, Jaws of Death. Big combo coming in. Over here, we can go for a short rest. Sure, we'll lose Smoke Step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unseen Dread gets us in. Spirit of the Night kills it. What a jump. Get the feeling that we might need to move away from you. Inexorable Momentum would go some way towards doing that. Ooh, or should we get the Void Eater out? Inexorable Momentum and Negative Energy. Let's try the Void Eater. It's going to shield and it's going to wound everyone nearby. That's not good for our wonderful Crosswalker, but we'll make it work. Step on down. And kill it. This team is just so powerful. That's unfortunate. That's okay. Okay, so we could heal everyone and get rid of the wounds. We're not going to be able to do Jaws of Death. But I think it's probably the smartest thing. It's not a normal enemy, does not work. Right, so the Void Eater. It's a range 2, so we could summon it like there, and it would be able to attack and curse. Okay, now is the time to swap these over, I think. Or maybe next turn. I wonder, can you discard something to count it as a loot action. Let's just count the number of turns it will take to reach that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns to get across there. That's manageable. In fact, we can use Disorienting Roar to swap over with Cater. From here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So we could use Black Arrow, and Doomed Breeze moves us to here, and then we Black Arrow shoot it. So that means we can focus on fighting down here. Divided Mind and Grasping the Void. That's going to keep curses on you. You could actually have a long rest. They're going to move relatively quickly, but they're not doing too much. So step on in. No cursing this moment, but ranged attack. Muddle and a curse. Ah, you can't even kill a skeleton. It's going to kill my Voidwalker though, I can just feel it. Oh no. More cursing. Well, more cursing. And even more cursing. Come on, skeleton, you can do it. Yeah! Put your back into it. Okay, we will lose... Jaws of Death is actually really good for mobility. Let's lose Venomous Ally. Okay, so I'm pretty convinced. It's going to be move 3, which is 1, 2, 3, and then we're still not close enough to kill it. But we could also do a short rest and hit it with a Black Arrow. So Black Arrow gets it killed, and then Quiet Frenzy moves us round to here, at which point we could be swapped in with Disorienting Roar onto you. And Patch Fur for the Bless. And then we're just trying to move towards... Well, yeah, we only need to move one space and then do the loot action. That'll work. So let's do that. It almost doesn't matter what the enemy's going to do in this situation. So, Black Arrow, get you killed. Move on to this space. The bear is coming. Skeleton's trying. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted... Swap. You two over. And shield all allies. Okay, this is gonna hurt, but it's only an immobilized trap, and this is a loot 1, so it should be fine. So we'll take the 6 damage. We'll heal up a little bit. We're not going to get much in the way of experience, unfortunately. And then the loot action will give us the chest and more gold. Oh, look at your ×0 curse.
You grab hold of the scepter, and the entire building shudders violently. A dark energy bursts forth, piercing through the chests of the monsters still attacking you. They all fall over dead, and the shuddering stops.
Cool.
As you get back to your feet, however, a sharp pain suddenly pierces your skull.
Uh-oh.
You have been misled, the voice speaks into your mind. Do not bring that scepter to me. If you free me, I guarantee no harm will come to you.
That's a voice you can trust.
But I cannot say the same if you approach with the scepter. Whatever you think you are doing, you are wrong. As quickly as it came, the pain stops. You tighten your grip on the scepter and race out of the shrine, eager to bring it to the echo chamber and silence the voice.
Yeah, get out my head. So we got 2 of the perks, which is great. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to get Workhorse. 6 piles of gold on the summoner. What an amazing amount. That's like 48 gold. Well, maybe not 48. 24. 24 gold. It's a lot of gold anyway. And an additional 10 each. So that's 30 gold each before we even got into that. The Realm of the Voice. We have a new location to explore. Cater is ever so close to retiring. Unfortunately, we don't have any actual perks that we can put in, but with 82 gold over here, let's have a look at the Enchantress. So improving its health would be useful, but I think actually diversifying at this point could be more useful to us. So we've been... Ooh, I mean, maybe changing the next book. No, focus. We've been focusing on wild animation up until now. Living Night is also a great one that we could potentially boost. Unfortunately, we can only do hit points and attack on the wolves, but there are 2 of them when they pierce. We don't use the lava golem often enough that it would be worth changing that over. Negative energy proved really quite fun. Boosting the range would be very handy. It's already moving quickly, so I think we'll save up to do that. Get 3 experience for summoning it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that the Void Eater is going to become another staple of ours, because having constant curses going out is just really, really useful. What else do we have? Cater. So we've already done a little bit on Unseen Dread for you. We could make Black Arrow range 5, which would just be insanely good. What else are we using constantly? Yeah. I think actually Black Arrow is the right call in this. Pushing for getting Bless and stuff on this isn't as useful as I thought previously. It's nice for generating the dark, but I think I'd prefer if it was a healing skill. So we'll put extra range on Black Arrow, and be happy about the money we spent. Fairfox, you've got like loads of money. So we could put another bless on Patch Fur. We could boost Energizing Strike. We could give it an extra target to Ancient Ward. That's what we're going to do. 3 target disarm for 19 at range 4. Yes, please. Save up 140 or 110 more and we'll ultra boost that. That's really nice now. Okay, well, with that, we are unfortunately out of time for today. So thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven. See you soon.